Hi there, I'm Peter Millard, and in a 10-minute workshop this week, well, I've got a short series for you starting today, which goes through the process of installations. That's coming up next. So going out on installs is one of those things that doesn't get talked about very much, possibly because it's not terribly interesting. But I thought I'd do a short series of videos on it anyway. I've had a whole string of installs happen recently in the run-up to Christmas, and I thought I'd share. Hopefully you find it interesting. This is in sort of three parts. The first part, the second part is all about getting your gear together to go out on an install, how I go about making sure that I don't leave anything behind, because it's one of the worst things imaginable not to have some silly little tool with you when you need it. The third part is all about coming back from the install and sorting your gear out afterwards. But the first part, today's video, is about what it's like to actually prepare the fitted furniture that you've made. You need to wrap it up and make it ready for transit. And that's all about, that's what today's video is all about. So protecting your paintwork is one of those fundamental things that you need to do when you ship your cabinetry around, especially when it goes out for an installation. And it's one of the things that Andy and I talked about in the podcast recently. Andy Mack, of course, Gosforth Handyman on YouTube. Link in the video description below. We chatted a little bit about this on the podcast, and I thought it was worth showing you what I do, because it's something that doesn't really get talked about very much. And I've got an installation happening very soon, and I've got to wrap things up, so I just thought I'd go through the process with you. I've already done 3 of the cabinets, 3 of the carcasses. 1, 2, 3 there. I've got this little base one to do. And then I've got the bed base and the desk in there, plus all the shelves and all the ancillary bits and pieces and all the doors and things. So there's a lot to deal with, a lot to contend with. And most of the time I'm using dust sheets, just regular drop cloth type dust sheets, but I've also got some moving blankets as well. And again, it's just purely for protection. The moving blankets are a little bit hairy, to be honest, though. I try and avoid using those as much as possible. They're as much just to protect the stuff from being in the van, rather than wrapping the stuff in for when you're getting it in and out. Anyway, let's just sort of move you back a little bit so you can see what's going on, and I'll show you just the basic process of how I wrap stuff up. So this particular one is the base cabinet, and it's really the front is only the part that's going to be seen, really, so that's the bit that I really want to protect, and the rest of it is either the sides are covered and the inside will be under the lid. So we can just give this a quick wrap around very simply. And dust sheet, a little bit of tape around it. Just a bit more around the back to tidy up these loose ends, because when you're carrying this up 3 flights of stairs, you don't want to lose your grip. Side here, see that? Just about. And just to protect the edges. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The big ones are here, already done. Let's get you back in the other room. Let's see how we're going. Okay, so for this one we've got the desk next, which is basically just a long shelf, but really it's about protecting the top and the face edge. The underside's not that important, to be honest, because that can always be touched up fairly quickly and easily. And as well as all the panels and the cabinetry and stuff, we've got these twilly little bits of infill and whatever other little painted bits and pieces. I need to make sure not so much are protected, but they stay together so we don't forget any of it. So yeah, fairly clear, fairly empty workshop behind me now, at least in this side. In this side it's a slightly different story. This chaos, absolute madness, stuff everywhere. Let's see if I can get down here. So yeah, down the side here, which is pretty full on. We've got the two wall cabinets here. We've got the tall end one. We've got the base for that. Then coming further down, we've got shelves for those. And we've got shelves for the bed. There, shelves, doors for the bed base, doors for the wall cabinets, shelves and bed ends there. And then all along here we've got the big cabinet plus the bed base tapes coming on down. Bed base, we've got all the ancillary little bits and pieces here, all the infills and all that sort of stuff. We've got the slatted bed base as well, plus the battens and stuff, all wrapped up in these sort of moving blankets and ordinary cotton dust sheets. And this isn't a 5-minute job to do this stuff. It's a solid sort of couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours to put all that together. And I don't want to keep banging on about the money, but you know, this has taken time. This time has to be allocated to the job when you quote for it, and it's it's all necessary. It's got to be done. It's a really filthy day today, pouring down with rain. I hope it's drier tomorrow when I go on the install, because if not, it's all going to have to be wrapped in plastic as well, because this particular job where the install is, parking's very difficult. It's right by a hospital ambulance bay, so you can't double park or anything. So, anyway, all that fun and games to come, but that's the extent of what's involved in wrapping stuff up, getting stuff protected, to get it out to an installation, out to a job site. I hope you found that a little bit interesting, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.